Hey guys, if you're like me, there are always a few things left in Bright Engrams at the end of the season, and you want them. You only have a couple weeks left to get them, so you need XP and you need it fast, because you keep getting small gifts of bright dust. I did an elaborate study to see what XP bonuses stack. The only thing that stacks is the well-rested buff. So whether you have a ghost, or a Pop-Tart booster, or a Fireteam medallion, or 3 Fireteam medallions, only one of those will boost your XP with the well-rested buff. The best source of XP gains is having 1 Fireteam medallion and the well-rested buff until you lose your well-rested buff. Then you should switch to another character and use his buff for 3 levels. Meaning 9 levels and 9 bright engrams per week is the most efficient grind of XP. I'll leave a video in the description with all the combinations of XP buffs and show how they stack. 9 months ago, after the XP scandal, Bungie lowered XP required to 120,000 for a level up. Every time you get 120k, you get a bright engram. Moving on to what is the largest source of XP. The Milestones. The daily and weekly challenges. These things are beasts. Your Heroic Adventure daily challenge is one of the least rewarding, giving you around 9k experience. But it's also pretty quick. By doing the Nightfall and the 100k Nightfall milestones in one strike, I received 46,800 experience. That's not including the experience I got on enemy kills. Almost half of a level in 15 minutes. You can get most heroic story missions done in around 6 minutes, and the milestone gives a good chunk of XP. It's about 17k for each of the Daily Strike, the Daily Crucible, and the Daily Gambit milestones. After doing all 3 of those daily milestones on one character, you should have half a level. The Weekly Strike challenge is worth 39,000 XP. Another third of a level. What makes this better is bounties. That's right, bounties award XP, although not that much. Before you start, go to the tower and pick up the Strike, PvP, Gambit, and Clan bounties. You complete some by just playing normally. Some you might have to do some switching around. But see how the XP bar goes up. Bounties aren't a lot, but when you have that well-rested buff, they do pack a punch and you aren't doing any extra work. Of course, with all of these, you're dealing with load times. If your load times suck, then you get less XP per hour. Which is why people stick with heroic public events. With your well-rested and Fireteam medallion, you are getting 3,750 XP on each completion, plus a few thousand for kills. At that rate, it would take around 17 public events to level up. How fast can you do 17 heroic public events? It's not a bad way to level up. Doing things like grinding strikes and heroic story missions aren't coming close to that XP. Don't forget, if you're solo, you can double dip. That is when you complete the event as fast as you can, and then fast travel to the same area, load into a new server, and then join the same event and finish that event, but on that new server. You can sometimes get 3 of the same event done in a few minutes that way. It's always good to try it before the next public event shows up. What's good about public events is that you can also start up patrols. You want the kill all or scavenge patrols since you usually get them done before the public event is over. That gives you another 1,800 experience per patrol. If you don't see a patrol that you want, you can always cycle through them. All you have to do is pick up a patrol and abandon it. That should change the other patrols in the area. Some people like Titan and Nessus for their public events. I think the EDZ is the most consistent with always having public events to do. And there are public event tips and tricks and stuff that you can do to speed those up. Killing lots of enemies quickly is also another way to level up, such as Blind Well and Escalation Protocol. You get 7,500 XP from a Heroic Strike, and about 13,000 from a PvP match without the milestones. Seems like you get more XP in PvP when winning a match, and win streaks might even give you more than that. Winning Crucible matches might keep up with heroic public events in terms of XP per hour, if that's your thing. But overall, picking up bounties, popping a Fireteam medallion, using characters that have the well-rested buff, and going for milestones is the most efficient and enjoyable way to grind your XP.
Cheese forever, Guardian!